There is always a constant inflow of new stories when it comes to weekly Shonen Jump, which also means that there is a similar outflow for not so popular stories, as we see them getting axed every now and then. This of course is a bit sad, but end of the day, weekly Shonen Jump is a business and all businesses want their products to be of high quality as compared to their competitors. And that's why there is such a harsh way of quality checking in place. But if you think about it, it's not all that bad because it gives opportunities to new stories to emerge, one that could very well bring something totally different to the table. Well, today I'm going to talk about one such story titled PPPPPP. I know, quite a funny title, but let's not start judging it at that. PPPPPP is a manga written and illustrated by Mapolo Sango. I'm assuming it's their pen name, and I think they are a new mangaka as I didn't find much manga written by them except for Dan. I think they like repeating letters as their titles. Anyway, while the manga title might seem funny, it's actually a piano term called pianissimo, which is basically Italian for very softly. It's related to how a musician plays a particular piece. They have to play it very subtly, in this case almost to the point that we can barely hear it. Coming to the story, our main character Lucky Sonoda appears to be a mediocre middle school boy at first glance, but he's actually one of the Otogami septuplets, a group of genius piano playing siblings. Out of the 7, Lucky is the only one who lacks his siblings' talent, which results in his father Gakuon disowning him at a very early stage, as all he cared about was the piano talent. Publicly, the Otogami siblings are known as sextuplets instead of septuplets due to Lucky's removal from the family following their parents' divorce. Because of his mother's subsequent hospitalization, Lucky now lives with his abusive aunt who treats him like a housekeeper. Despite the suffering he has endured, Lucky still loves the piano and plays it whenever he visits his mother in the hospital. One day, he is surprised to find that his mother is awake and off her medication. She laments that she was unable to give birth to Lucky as a genius, which saddens him. He does not blame anyone but himself for being a failure. When he seeks her guidance, his mother encourages Lucky to prove to his father that the talentless one can also play the piano beautifully. And the story begins. And Lucky now has to rise up the ranks in the musical world and defeat his siblings one by one and eventually get to his father. I know it sounds a little generic and the art style isn't that great either. So why am I here? Well, if we keep these points aside for a moment, I think the specialty of this manga is indeed its uniqueness. It's difficult for me to express it all in just words. For example, the way the music is portrayed in this manga. When someone starts playing the piano, immediately the background changes and the characters look to be very surprised. This is actually a very clever way of portraying what the characters are experiencing while listening to that music. It's actually quite genius in my opinion. Being a music manga already is a bit of a setback as we cannot hear any sort of music while reading a manga, but portraying it like this surely betters the experience. And for that reason, I find this manga very interesting. And if you are interested as well, there are these videos on the official Shonen Jump YouTube channel that show the manga in motion along with the music played. I think the videos come out a week or 2 after each chapter, so you can reread the chapters while listening to the audio from these videos. I think this is a brilliant addition to the reading experience of this manga, and it also shows how much faith Shonen Jump has in this series. While the series obviously has some flaws related to its art and plot progression, it's getting better and better with each chapter. I can understand it to some extent as it must be one of the first serialized series for the author, but I urge you to give it a try, at least the first 3 chapters, as in my opinion, there's nothing wrong in trying out new things, and this manga could be that new thing that could take you up by surprise. If you have reached this point of the video, thank you, I really appreciate it. And if you have already read this manga, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.